Welcome back to Intables, everyone, to a very strong bounce back in the market. I'm going to go over a couple things with you guys. I'm going to go over the S&P 500 tomorrow with you guys, but a quick recap with you guys on Jerome Powell. He didn't mention anything on increases in rates, which is very good. He did mention that tapering was going to end in March, and he also did mention that balance sheet runoffs were a little overplayed in my opinion. So we did have a nice bounce back in the market because of those three things. Again, not mentioning anything on rates was very key, but we are still questioning if he's going to mention that in the future. He did not mention anything on it. It was pretty historical, almost completely avoiding the question if you guys were watching. I did post that in the Intables room if you guys were watching in the room today. So the question from here is, are we going to continue on up in the market, or are we going to continue on down like we have been in the market? Now, we do have CPI inflation reports coming out tomorrow, so that is very much going to be on the watch. Jerome Powell not mentioning much of a positive outlook on inflation. Pretty much putting the ball in the court for the CPI inflation report tomorrow. So we're going to be looking at what levels we do hold above, looking to see if we can hold over 450 on the SPY is going to be that very key point that we're looking for. Now, with that said, I'm going to go over a quick recap with you guys on DWAC, PHUN, and MARK. I'm going to compare the three. A lot of people are curious if we're going to have a major breakout with DWAC, which therefore would give us a major breakout with PHUN and MARK since they are sympathies. I'm going to go over these three with you guys so you guys can see what we're looking out for to have this major breakout. And all I ask in return for all of this is you smash that like button. And if you happen to be interested in intraday perspective breakouts, I do welcome you to the Intables room. I mentioned pre-market news before market open every single day. Any halt worth looking at throughout the day, or any major breakout alert worth looking at throughout the day, I mentioned it in the Intables room. Go to intables.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout alert today again. So let's jump into this one. So I'm going to go over DWAC with you guys here on the forward chart so you guys can see the swing trade perspective. Then I'm going to compare DWAC to PHUN and MARK. They are sympathies to one another, but I want to compare the chart so you guys can see what exact levels we're trying to hold above. And before I get started, again, I do welcome you to the Intables room in the description below. If you do want to see all of our breakout alerts of the day, you will never miss a breakout alert today again. Now, here on the forward chart, as you guys can see, we have been consolidating recently. A lot of people are curious if we're going to have a major breakout from this consolidation and what exactly is going to give us that confirmation. Again, we did mention DWAC previously in pre-market at $10 with their merger that they're going to be having with Trump Media Technology. This is a rumor. We need more news here to get that confirmation on that merger. So we are looking for that news ultimately to have that major breakout here. And now the question is, are we going to break out of this consolidation and have a continuation and up? Now, one thing I really do like here is that we do have the 20-moving average still over the 50, which is what gave us this bounce here. The market did continue on up today, and DWAC did very much react to the market. As you guys can see, we did have our spike today in buy pressure, broke above our previous buy pressure point to give us confirmation on a nice breakout today, but we were also looking to get that confirmation breaking above our previous momentum that we had here on this spike, spiking up to $65 and not holding the body of the candle above $65 here. As you guys can see, we do have our buy pressure to the upside, so we do need to make sure we can break above our previous buy pressure point to get that confirmation. And to set an alert here, if you guys want to set alerts here on TradingView, you go over the plus sign here, you click add alert, and you could put that alert right above your previous buy pressure point, so that way if it does break above, then you will have confirmation on more momentum here, and that is what I would be looking for here on DWAC. We do need to make sure we do break over 65. That is a very key point that we did not hold the body of the candle above here on that spike, but we also need to make sure we can break above $74 as our key breakout point that we did mention previously. Now, the reason why we mentioned $74 is you guys can see here on the VPVR, this is the volume profile, showing us the most amount of volume that was traded within the stock's time period. As you guys can see, we have the strongest point within our VPVR, looking to see if we can have room to run here. So if we can get confirmation on the MACD to break over $74, then we could have a gap up here within all of this room that we have to run here, all the way up to $90, and looking to see if we can break over that $100 psychological resistance will be our next point that we're looking to see if we can break above. Now, again, if we do have major news here, then very little resistance would be there to hold us back, in my opinion. We could have a major breakout, or we could have a continuation sell-off. So again, very much going to be on the watch for that news. Now, a quick tip here with you guys on the MACD and these alerts here that I do set. If you do break above this previous buy pressure point and there is news that you're expecting, especially on these SPACs, getting that initial momentum and then looking to see if we can break above that momentum to get confirmation on news here could be very key. So if we do break above our previous buy pressure point, then we could be getting news at that point in time. Now, if we can break over this previous buy pressure point with no news, then we could have a major squeeze on a crazy stock that a lot of people are just supporting as a political statement. Now, I'm going to compare DWAC, PHUN, and MARK so you guys can see the difference between the three and the swing trade perspective between the three. As you guys can see here on DWAC, we do have the 20-moving average crossing back over the 50, looking to see if we can continue on into that VPVR point at $74. But as you guys can see here on PHUN, we actually have the 20-moving average below the 50 here, not exactly as nice as we see on DWAC. So in my opinion, if we can get confirmation above the $74 point on DWAC, then I will be looking for a spike here on PHUN, but not exactly the setup that we're looking for to have a major breakout quite yet. We need the 20 to at least cross over the 50. And as you guys can see, we have some buy pressure, which gave us confirmation on some momentum today, but not exactly that momentum that we're looking for. We need to make sure we can break above our previous previous buy pressure points. And as you guys can see, we have a major buy pressure point that we had previously here on PHUN. So in my opinion, a break above this buy pressure point will be very key to have a continuation, and to have that major breakout, in my opinion, will be when DWAC does get news on more merger news. And again, here on MARK, the same thing as PHUN, but in my opinion, I like PHUN a little more than MARK because it's a little more volatile. As you guys can see, we do have the 20 still below the 50, similar as PHUN, and looking to see if we can get the 20-day moving average to cross back over the 50, just like we have here on PHUN, is exactly what we're looking for. But looking to see if we can hold over 115 as a key point here is exactly what we're looking for on MARK. And as you guys can see here on PHN, we have a 315 mark that we got rejected to the upside from. And also we did have continuations on down exactly here at about 310, 315. So breaking over $3 is going to be very key for us. Holding $3 is going to be probably when we do have that major breakout with DWAC. So if we can hold over $3, in my opinion, it will be because DWAC has that major breakout over $74. And if we can hold over that $1 psychological resistance here on MARK. So to shoot you straight here, we're looking for this breakout with DWAC. We need more news. I want to see if we can break over $74 with more confirmation on the MACD. Again, if we do get that confirmation with no news, then we are going to be very cautious, but I definitely will be playing into it if we do get more confirmation on the MACD, even if we have no news. And we have seen that happen with multiple SPACs before when the market has been very bad. So if the market has a negative CPI report coming out tomorrow, and the market does continue to sell off, and for some reason DWAC breaks over $74 with that MACD breaking above our previous buy pressure point, then in my opinion, we could have a major breakout on no news. But again, that is what I'll be looking for as far as a continuation here on DWAC, PHUN, and MARK. And with that said, making sure we do justify every one of our breakouts is going to stay very key here on this channel. And if you do want to see all of our breakout alerts throughout the day, again, I do welcome you to the Instables room in the description below, and you will never miss breakout alert again. And all of you Instables that have been supporting the channel, and all of you Instables that have been coming over from the room and supporting the channel, I appreciate every one of you guys. As always, much love to every one of you guys. I know the market has been very choppy, so we're going to continue to stay patient, see what happens tomorrow with CPI inflation reports, look at what levels we do hold, see if we can hold over 450 on the SPY, and also definitely comment in the comment section. I love talking to you guys about anything at all. And if you do like this video, it does help me find it, and it does help the channel grow, and I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video.